Christine Farouge, and we're at my Magnolia studio in West Oakland. This is a piece that is in Gearbox Gallery for the show Unlikely Heroes. Unlikely Heroes is a two-person show with me and Samuelle Richardson, sculptures by her and paintings by me. The title of the show is Unlikely Heroes, and Samuelle and I were discussing how this work pairs, and one of the things that we have in common is that the creatures that we study, for her it's ghost dogs and her birds, and for me it's three young girls. But we've found in them that they do have these inner strengths and wit and character that they can stand up to all sorts of things. For me, with these paintings, we went to the Sierra Nevada fire last year in 2020 and walked through the forest where there was thick ash and charred branches, and the sky was orangish yellow. The fire was still active on the other side of the mountain, and we explored the somber wonderland and came up with these images. So I'm painting from that and thinking about humans and their relationship with fire and the forest, and they are potentially fairies or fire goddesses. There's a number of storylines that I think are being explored in them. There's an element that they are classical in their red robes too. And there is questions about, are they putting out the fire? Are they somehow involved in the fire making with the red? They're also like mythological beings that are walking through this strange land. These are actually pieces of the trees that were in the location where we went to take the photographs for these paintings. It was amazing to see the trees fully intact, all burnt and charred like they had been. I mean, they were in a fire, but like in a fire pit or something, perfectly charred on the outside. It didn't seem like anybody else had been to that site, and it was almost like a sacred place. So it felt like I didn't want to take them, but I also wanted to have them here to think about while I was working on these paintings. So I've actually been using these in the paintings, like the actual charcoal on the work. Huge pine cones. You know how pine cones, I don't know, I haven't learned about these trees specifically, but you know, certain ones only release their seeds in the fires. The first time I used charcoal embedded in oil paint was also about the fires that were in the same area, and it was like about 4 or 5 years ago now, and I've always wanted to kind of expand on that. But I love charcoal and I love drawing, and it embeds into the oil paint and stays in there almost just like a dried pigment.